Finally, I did transition pictures for my father who died on Wednesday. And if you've read my books, if you've seen previous videos of mine, you know we weren't close. He didn't speak to me for the last 25 years of his life, never explained why, and was very, very remote. Most of the way through his life, actually. There was no validation. In fact, I thought this was a soul contract we had. That was my decision in the end, that I would treat this as a soul contract, that I had to self-validate and not look to an outside figure to give me the confidence that I so sorely needed. When I went into his energy, bear in mind he was 96 and really ill, he was on the edge of an abyss, which is what you would expect. And he was shuffling over to the point where you would go, come on, let go, stop shuffling and just fall. And he only reluctantly in the end gave way to gravity. He so wanted to stay alive. He refused to concede an inch to fate or destiny or God or whatever. On the way down, he hit a bit of a ledge, so I assume there was a little bit of pain for him as his heart stopped or whatever. But then he tumbled and tumbled and tumbled into that metaphorical cave I always see. And this is where I learned something really vital. As he was walking around, he saw on the far wall of this symbolic, metaphorical cave, a shelf. And when I took him over to it, there were trillions of stars, galaxies and galaxies of stars sitting on this shelf. And he said, "Oh, real magic." It's clear as day. What is fascinating about that is that he was a magician, a conjurer, president of the Magic Circle, I think, at one point in Britain. He had annoyed me since my childhood by pulling balls out of my ears and doing all kinds of conjuring tricks. I just didn't like it. It was so fake. It was pretend. It was mechanical. And even though he was religious, he couldn't buy into anything spiritual. So he limited his life experience. To him, God was provable, spirituality wasn't. And he couldn't experience anything beyond his little belief system. And now he'd crossed over. And he could see what he'd missed. That there was an infinite amount of things to experience in life. In that moment, he had released something very, very important. His resistance to this vast field of possibility that he had ignored in his mortal life. And from there, much lighter, he floated up the tunnel and ultimately into the dome that I always see. And he was gone. How much do we, in our daily rush to get things done and feed our families or work a job or earn money or own things or whatever, how much do we ignore the magic? Sacrifice the potential of experiencing vast galaxies of wonder and magic, real magic, in order to live. I felt that we give up a lot simply to be part of society, simply to function on a daily basis. And what we experience in the end is about this much compared to what is possible. It really got me to thinking, can I do so much more? Is the potential here vast and all I'm seeing is this? What if a shelf full of stars is available to each one of us, if only we'll reach out and grab it? Not wait until after we die to go, Oh, yeah, it was there, but I never accessed it. I was too busy. So much to do. There is real magic. And that's what I learned from my dad. That's it, guys. Subscribe, like, share, do the rest. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.